Hey, you guys. I'm getting everything set up. I'm gonna let y'all pile in and everything. Hey, y'all. Hey, love bug. Hey, girly. What's going on? You okay? I'm cool. I'm cool. It's just I was gonna pick up baby. And I got into an accident on the way. Hey, girl, is you okay? Hey, Austin. Hey. I'm okay. I'm physically cool. I'm physically cool. Like, I'm cool. I'm just a little shaken up or whatever. Everything's okay. Everything is being handled with insurance and everything. And we have AAA. AAA helped me. I don't have baby. And I have to reschedule when I'm gonna get my baby. And is baby okay? I luckily, fortunately, baby was not in the car. I was on my way. Literally, like I had just did a get ready with me. I just did my makeup with you guys a few hours ago and everything. Um, I just did my, oh no, I can't say, but I hope you and everyone is okay. Love you, hun. I love you too, Brooklyn. Thank you, baby. Um, like I literally this happened on my way. This happened on my way. Fortunately, everything is being handled with AAA and insurance. I reached out to my ex because I was about to go pick up baby and everything, and he's willing to like reschedule and everything, so that's cool. But you guys know I'm going live also to cover my ass because the case is still ongoing. And I have the paperwork or whatever from tonight or whatever, so I forwarded it over to, my counsel and everything like that, like my aunt and everything. But bruh, I'm tired, bro. So right now I'm just trying to figure out a shop because AAA has their own shops, and then our insurance that we have their own shops. And so when I called my dad, because the car is not fully in my name yet, like when I called my dad, he was like, let's just, compare or whatever. There's no crazy outside damage, like literally, like there's like no scratch or whatever. And when the accident happened, this lady like merged, like you know how when you're getting ready to get in the turn lane and you're getting ready to turn or whatever, was my ex cool about it? He seems cool. My biggest thing is baby. Um, you know, um, I'm just doing this to cover my ass. You guys know, but I'm also doing this kind of like to check in too. But I'm doing it mainly to cover my ass because I have the paperwork and everything to prove it, like how I've had everything to prove it. But yeah, so we're just comparing shops and everything. My ex is down to reschedule me getting baby. I'm trying to figure out a rental. Okay. So I'm either gonna get a rental through the insurance or whatever. But like worst comes to worst, low key Uber does rentals and I've never tried it before. But y'all know I also have Enterprise and shit too. And I still have points with them and shit because I used to rent from them for like ever, right? But low key Uber does rentals and I've never tried those, so I'm down to try those. But um tomorrow I'm going to be talking to shops. There's no crazy outside damage. A lady merged into me and I broke hard as fuck. And when I broke, that's like when the lady merged or whatever, because she was like right there and I broke. I'm like, bruh. And I broke and like I honked and I broke. Because I'm like, what the fuck? But then low key, no hate to that lady, no shade to that lady. I don't spread no negativity to anybody ever. Um, when she got out her car though, she looked scared. And low key, I was shaken up. I've never been in an accident before. Like I've never minor or big, right? I've never been in one before. And low key, when she got out the car, she was like, "No policia, no policia, no policia." And I was like, "Hey," I'm like, "I got insurance. Like I'll cover it." Cause she had like a minor scratch on her car, but there's no outer damage to my car. However, My car has like a lock system or something, and I know when you brake super hard or whatever, the car will like lock itself. And then whenever there's impact, the car it'll lock itself. So that's exactly what happened. The car like locked itself, it like shut itself down, and now my steering wheel is stuck in that position, and I don't know how to do that, right? So we just had it towed back here. AAA also offered to look after the car. They're gonna call me tomorrow. My dad said he's gonna call insurance and we're gonna, price compare shops or whatever, just as far as like who's gonna take care of it and everything. And then we're gonna go from there. And then from there I'll just figure out a rental. Um, I'm low key down to try Uber rentals because they're not that bad, especially for like a couple days, a few days, whatever. Like they're not that bad at all. Like really, like but I mean, we'll see what the insurance says or whatever, but I'm mainly doing this stream to ass because the case is still ongoing. It's just kind of a bummer though, because it was completely unexpected. Um, and I'm just kind of like, damn, bruh, I just went on stream earlier telling you guys about all the stuff I'm doing, and I just showed you guys baby's room. Like, but it's not the last time I'll see baby, um, or whatever. I mean, thank God. But it's just one of those things. Not a car accident, Callie. Is Puppy okay? I'm not even with Puppy. This happened on the way. Luckily, Puppy was not in the car. And I'm okay. There's no crazy physical damage. Like, my car is still intact. If anything, it's more the computer system and possibly like the tire or something, the ball point system or something. Are you okay? I'm cool. I'm cool, Michelle. I'm doing this stream to cover my ass, right? Because literally I'm in the midst of literally the Guardian coming over. I'm in the midst of Christmas shopping. I just showed y'all how I got the baby's room together and everything. It's a bummer, bro, because I was geeked. But my ex is also willing to reschedule. No whiplash, no headache. I'm cool. I'm cool. Like I'm cool. I literally just broke. And low key, I sit close to the wheel anyway because I'm short. I sit close to the wheel anyway because I'm short as fuck. So I sit like whatever. Like, okay, y'all are probably whatever. I drive like a little old lady. Okay. All right, but fuck y'all. Okay. don't roast me and shit. Glad you're okay. I do drive like a little old woman. All right. I sit close as fuck to the wheel because I'm short as fuck. You know what I mean? And that's why I like smaller cars, because like even my dad's car is on the larger side for me. Like I do like little sedans, but that's why I love Nissans, because I fit perfectly in Nissans or whatever. I like tiny cars. I'm a tiny person. Tender mercies. Yeah, I know, baby. I'm cool. I'm cool. This was not no crazy, like, oh my God. Like, even when, because, okay, so you know how you're in the turn lane? You know how when you're already in the turn lane, and you know how when, let me get my shit. Hold up. You know how when I can show you guys like what happened or whatever. You know how when you're in the turn lane, okay, so this is me. I'm in the turn lane. I'm in my fucking turn lane. I'm chilling, I'm vibing, I'm doing my thing, right? And so I'm driving, right? And you know how people always try to get over last minute, right? Right? And I'm turning and I'm getting ready to go because the fucking light, the green arrow is about to turn, right? And I'm like, all right, bet. And then, okay, so I'm going straight, right? Like I'm going straight, and then this, and I brake hard as fuck because absolutely not. Because absolutely the fuck not. Like I go like fuck, like I go duh, and I brake hard as fuck. Okay, and it was like a minor scratch or whatever. And then when the lady, because it was another woman driving by herself, like a little Latina lady. And when she got the car, she was like, no policia. She was like, no policia, no policia. And I was about to get out the car. I'm like, hey, like I got insurance. Like we can cover that scratch. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not here to beef. You know what I mean? Like I low key came out like, like shit, hey, like, I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. I got out because I'm like, and this is when shit can get dangerous because you never know, you know what I'm saying, who's the other driver, right? So I'm low key kind of coming out like, hey, whatever, I'm cool. Like I come in peace. I don't carry weapons. I'm not a concealed carry. I'm not like that. But I know that this is how people get shot and shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I was scared. But I was like, hey, we got insurance. I do, I was like, dinero, because she's Latina. I was like, dinero. I was like, insurance. I'm like, I got you covered. I'm like, hey, you can call me. I don't give a fuck. And luckily, though, me and her simply exchanged each other's numbers and each other's insurance information. Because she was also insured. But I'm happy that she got out and she was like, no policia, no policia. I wasn't, and even though she like cut and I broke, I wasn't gonna call the cops on her anyway. I mean, unless I really had to, but I don't think that she was being a dick. Sometimes people do that. Like you can tell when you're being cut off by like an asshole. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't think she was. She was very afraid, and I was low key like, look, I come in peace. Like I got a little bit of money. I got insurance. We can take care of this shit. And so we exchanged, and then bop, and then shook hands, and then she was like, gracias. Because we shook hands, and then when I shook her hand, she was like, gracias, gracias, and I was like, cool. And so then I called AAA and everything, and then I called my dad because I've never been in an accident before. I have never been in an accident before. Like I drive like a fucking grandma, like whatever, you know what I mean? Possibly an ignorant grandma because I do, listen to Future or whatever when I be driving. But I'm 35. I've never been in an accident, right? But I swear people and their reckless driving, it's just like she fucking, and there was really no way to avoid it. And that's the fucked up part because you know how it is when you're in the turn lane and the turn lane, like fucking goes green and everything. Like I fucking like go or whatever, and I'm getting ready to turn, and like she fucking did it, and I'm like fuck, and so like it locked up my whole ass. Like it locked up my whole, like the car has like a computer system in it or whatever, and so like it locks, like my wheel and shit is locked, and like that's what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? You should always file a police report. I'm sorry, this is my first accident, so I'm sorry if I didn't know that. But AAA, the insurance, everything has it covered and everything. I'm getting ready to get a rental. I'm also just doing this for court because I already have my paperwork from like both AAA and the insurance. So sorry I didn't know. But I'm happy that the lady got out and was like, no policia, whatever, because look, I have insurance. I'm able to pay for stuff. It's mostly to cover yourself. I've never been in an accident before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Because I know that technically, when that happens, it can come down to like liability, right? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, whose argument is that? Like, but also too, I don't know what that woman was going through or whatever, because I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not trying to sound away. I'm really not. ICE is here in Chicago. Okay. All right. Doing whatever the fuck they do. I think that woman coming out of her car going, literally, like when she hopped out the car, first of all, I'm already scared. I've never been in an accident, right? Like I'm already shaken up, right? So I'm already afraid because I'm thinking I might get shot because I'm in Chicago, right? So, and I'm not a gun owner, right? So I'm already afraid and I'm on the way to get my baby. So excuse me for, feeling the way I do, right? But I'm scared and I'm like, shit, all I know is I do have insurance and I do have some money and I can help, cover whatever. Like, I don't care. Right. But the fact that she got out and she immediately was like, no policia, no police. Like, she got out with her hands up, even though, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. She fucking merged, whatever, and I broke hard as fuck. Like I probably have never broken that hard. And I honked hard as shit. Because when I saw it, I was like, bro, like, do you not see me, bro? I honked and I like broke immediately. Like immediately. Did she stay there when AAA got there? Yeah, but she had trouble communicating with them. So they just like, sent her on her way. She had trouble communicating because she was speaking like mostly Spanish, and like the guy who came and got me from AAA was like black, and he didn't understand Spanish. So she didn't really get it. You know what I mean? But we did exchange each other's information and insurance information or whatever. And she's insured or whatever, but she doesn't, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say shit because perhaps, you never know. ICE is here in Chicago. They are. And we all know what ICE is doing. I'm not going to speak on it, but perhaps she got out of her car. And even though this happened, like perhaps she got out of her car and she's dealing with her own shit. Like, you know what I mean? It always be someone not seeing you. Happened to one of my family members twice. I mean, how do you not see a whole ass vehicle? I don't know. But then again, like, I'm not gonna, because it's the way she got out for me. So like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and spew all kinds of shit about the lady. Like, I'm not. Like, you guys know how I am by now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and talk a bunch of shit. I'm just grateful I'm cool. And mainly the reason why I'm doing this stream is because unfortunately, yes, I am still in court and all this custody shit. And unfortunately, this accident happened on the way to me picking up my child. And we all know what I've gone through, okay, with this case. And even though I have the paperwork and I forwarded it over to my family member, and the whole thing is this is, for me, this is another thing for my case, unfortunately. And even though my ex is willing to, like, I'm saying, negotiate, we'll see. I have to cover my ass as long as this case is open, and probably even, I don't know, maybe even after. When shit like this go down, I'm coming live, bro. I'm coming live. Because absolutely the fuck not. Because we all know what happened. So I'm doing this to cover my ass. Like, and also too, just to tell y'all, like, hey, this happened, whatever. Is there damage to your car? No. Other than the wheel locking, but there's no outer damage. The car is cool. Other than the, that in the computer system, and I don't know what you call that stuff. She hopped out because she knew she was in the wrong. That's what I think. If this happened to me and she started saying no, police only in Spanish, I would have been like, great, now I definitely can't call the police. Bro, I was just kind of like, it took me off guard, bro, because I've never been in an accident before. Mind you, I'm in Chicago. Like, I'm on my way to pick up my baby. People don't give a fuck here, okay? You can get shot, right? I don't do the concealed carry. I'm not all... I think about that girl who's from here too, the very demure. I'm not crazy like those girls, but I'm not though. I'm really not though. I don't carry weapon. I'm not insane. I'm just over there trying to get my baby. Like, you know what I mean? And fucking navigate my way through this goddamn case, right? So I'm just chilling. But like, I'm scared, and I'm like, fuck, all right, I know to say that I do got some money and I do have insurance, so that's cool. Like, I know to say that, right? Callie with a pink gun. I would never, and probably if I were, I would probably have a pink weapon, but I'm so like I'm not about that life. Like, I'm not. Like, I mean, I make my jokes and I talk my shit, but I'm not violent for real. Like, I be in my peace. And I'm just trying to get my baby of all things, right? Like, bruh, I fucking literally come in peace. And I got scared. So when I got out, I was scared. Cause I'm like, fuck. But I get out, and then she get, first of all, I saw that it was a woman. Second of all, I see that she's shorter than me. But then she got out with her hands up, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not coming at you. because I'm afraid that she about to come at me with some smoke, or worse, she a man wanting to shoot me, right? So I'm scared, and so I get out, and I'm looking like, and I had on my hoodie and shit, like, and I had my hands in my pocket when I get out, and I'm looking like, because I'm trying to look like, hey, like, but I know I got money and I have insurance, right? And then, but she got out and she was like, no police, yeah. She's like, no, like she looked. And then when AAA came, she tried talking to him, but it's okay. She pulled out her insurance card and all that shit, and blah blah blah, and we exchanged the information, and that was it. Because the guy had trouble understanding her anyway. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not her fault. But ice and shit is here. She probably scared too. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I'm not gonna drag this lady, because low key there is shit popping off in the city. Like, you never know what people are going through. But the main reason I'm doing this stream is to cover my ass. Once again, you know what I mean? I only seen videos of ICE in Chicago. It's real over here, bro. It's real. Let me adjust this light or whatever. I might turn it off, honestly. Like, it's real out here, bro. It's real. I've only seen videos of ICE in Chicago, and they are mad aggressive, so I wouldn't call no one either. My heart goes out to other people too much, I guess. When she came out like that, and she's like having trouble communicating, the fact that she even stayed, like, you know what I mean? She probably scared as shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she probably just like terrified as shit. I was scared. I didn't want to get shot. You know, I'm gonna have to rewind. I hope everyone is okay. Hey, I'm cool. It was just me. I'm glad she also had insurance. Yeah, she was insured. So we cool. But there's no outer damage. I mean, we'll see about the inside. That's why we're trying to figure out shops or whatever. And I'm trying to figure out a whole rental and everything. Low key, I wouldn't mind giving Uber a shot. So I might just do that. Because like Uber does rentals here in Chicago. And I've always thought that was interesting. I'm glad you're okay. Thank you. The way y'all were both afraid of each other. Girl, because I mean, she probably thinking the same thing, because I think what no woman wants is to go through anything, especially in the city of Chicago, and be faced with a man with a gun. And that's real. That's real. That's probably every woman's worst. Like, whether we are, you know, whether it's a car accident, whether you bump into somebody at the store, whether you walking down the street, no woman wants to deal with that. You know what I mean? You never know what might happen. Exactly. Yeah. We had snow, but the snow is gone. And now it's like in the 50s or some shit. And I'm mainly just doing this stream just to cover my ass, because period. But yeah. Oh, they on edge. They need a chill pill. Girl. Like, and that's the thing. Like, no woman, like, I think that's every woman. Because when we get into things and situations, the last thing you want to be faced with is a man with a weapon. Because especially if you're not about that life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know? So it's scary, but luckily I'm okay. I thank God I was not in the car with me. Like, I am bummed. I'm a little annoyed. Like, look, hey, I'm gonna give myself my validation, because I'm a little fucking annoyed that this happened. When I was scheduled to go get my baby, like, I'm a little fucking like, really, bro? Because here I am right here at the finish line, bro. Like, after everything. And then all I do is, you know, see the guardian, have him come by and see all this shit I got going on for the baby and me and everything, and all this shit, man. And that's it, bro. But I also do, like, I mean, to be honest, like, from a perspective and from a mindset standpoint, what would I rather? I would never rather be in an accident with my kid in the car, because that's a whole, no. So I'm happy it was just me. I'm just mad it happened on my night. And here I am live again to cover my ass for this fucking case, just in case. And yeah, like, my ex is cool with negotiating, me making up the time and everything. But this is the problem. He might say one thing, he could do another. Like, you know what I mean? So far, the communication's been open, but like y'all know, I don't lie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing for me to lie about, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm such an open book at this point. I'm just a little annoyed that, like, bruh, really? And you know I got my fucking paperwork, and now everything is emailed. AAA emailed my ass. Like, when I hit up the toll, because you know they give you a link or whatever when you call them. They text you a link and it leads to their website. Girl, I hate to even go to the store by myself. Girl, yes. I be trying to act big and bad at 5'2". Girl. Girl, and I'm 5'3", so I'm right there with you, sis. At 5'2". So these Southern Palm colored people won't jump me. Girl. Girl. The same way, like before I used to drive and shit. This is so crazy, but like when I grew up, I was literally raised. I was raised to when you walk out, like I told y'all, like when I got out my car, I had both hands in my pocket, right? And I looked like, right? When I was raised, when I was coming up, I was literally raised and I was told, hey, when you out here walking around and everything, keep both hands in your pocket, look straight, never look nobody in the face, and be fast and just look like you about your business. Like literally, like you have to walk around like you hard as fuck. And I don't like that lifestyle. I don't like that type of shit. Like, I mean, y'all see how I live. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like that. Like, but before I started driving, especially when I first started taking like the bus and stuff to school, that's how I was told to take myself to school and walk down the street. It was wild. It was wild. I did not enjoy it. It was not my favorite. It was not a vibe. It was not the tea. It was not a vibe. It was also very not very demure at all. Who's that? Jules. Jules is from Chicago too. But dead ass, like I'm just pressed that my biggest thing, to be real, that presses me about this event, because you already know AAA got it covered, insurance got it covered. My dad's cool. Like when I called him, my dad was like, "It's all good." And I like, I know you're good with the card, and it's just like the computer. My dad thinks it's the computer system or like the ball point thing, but the shops will let us know what the T is or whatever. So it's not even like real crazy insane damage or whatever. Hey JD, you don't have to answer, just wondering, are you south of the loop? I'm south side Chicago. I'm south side Chicago. I'm a south sider. That's not where I'm located. That's not where I'm located right now. And I'm not gonna tell y'all that, but I'm from south side. I'm from the hundreds. I'm from the hundreds. Oh yeah, I'm from the hundreds. Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm from the hundreds though. So, and then motherfuckers is real crazy because they say that it's like the hundreds is called the wild hundreds. And it's called the wild hundreds for a reason. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you where I am for real, but like I am from Southside for real. And it's like it's crazy as fuck. And that is a life that I have, you know what I mean? I mean, hey, it's still a part of who I am. Like I'm not fake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna be like, oh, I'm not from there. I'm too, like, I'm a bougie bitch, but I still, you know what I'm saying? I, acknowledge where I'm from. Like, you know what I mean? But the biggest irritants, once again, is this case. And it's not the fault of, I mean, we all know, but you always keep it real, period. It's not the fault of it. Well, we all know, what happened, but I just, it's annoying because these are things that shouldn't have to happen. Like I shouldn't have to, fender benders happen to everyone. The main thing is everyone is okay. Yeah, everybody's cool. Everybody's cool. It's just annoying because like I shouldn't have to, I mean, I guess maybe like, I would tell you guys anyway, but I shouldn't have to, cover my ass in such a way or whatever, like so extensively because of, what I've been up against or whatever, for no fucking reason. Like it's things like this because anything can happen in life. And I think even with the guardian, like putting us into like shared custody and everything like that, it should be a very big wake up call to my ex that his bullshit was a waste of time. But I can't even really give a fuck about, because I don't know where the man's head is at. Like, once again, he said he's okay with me rescheduling, but I don't, I don't trust that. I can't. Because I want to see Puepe. And, I guess it works out too, because my ex did tell me, because my ex had the baby get his shots and everything. Or whatever, his next round of shots, because he's about to be 1.5, right? And so he got his next round of shots and everything. And the baby's running like a slight fever, but it's not like over 100. I'm like, well, shit, I got what I need for him too, and I can, take care of him here too, because I have everything. And I was willing to do that. And but then I was like, fuck, because the weather's been funny. And it's crazy because when I dropped off the baby, I dropped him off in his snowsuit. Today it got up in the 50s, so I had brought the baby's hoodie, right? Because I'm like, well, shit, now it's, in the fucking 50s, and it's not like in the low 30s anymore. So with the weather changing, the baby's, getting his 1.5 year shots and shit or whatever. And him running a slight fever. I mean, I guess it all works out. And I thank God that the baby was not in the car, with me. But it doesn't change the fact that, like, I literally was on the way to see my child. And yeah, my ex is down to reschedule and everything. But who knows, but I'm not going to have this be in court when I'm the one with all the paperwork about the car accident. Like, you know what I mean? And so, like, it just pisses me off. Like, the biggest thing that pisses me off is the fact that I even have to do this, because I shouldn't, because this is not how this is. No, this is unnecessary stress on, honestly, me, and low key, like, the baby, you know what I mean? Because, like, there's no reason for this, for real. And I thank God for the guardian for that too, for pushing us into shared custody and explaining to my ex that there's, no need. The guardian even told my ex, like, look, games don't go well. That's how you hurt your case. The guardian straight up told my ex, like, yo, like, pretty much, like, hinting and saying, like, this is how you hurt your case. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I mean, I've given up trying to explain and display that or whatever, but this is annoying. It is, and I'm only doing it to have my back. You know what I mean? And even though it's not like, oh, drama between my ex and I, the fact that I even have to go live to cover my back legally, because that's what I've been doing for so long, is just, like, annoying enough in itself. And I'm tired, because literally y'all just saw me get ready today. Like, y'all literally saw me get ready, and I was, like, in such a great mood. And, like, I just showed y'all, like, the baby's room, the blackout curtains, showed y'all how I'm finishing up the wallpaper in here. I'm geeked. I'm telling y'all about Christmas. Like, I'm putting Christmas, like, I'm over here, like, geeked, bro. You know what I mean? And then, like, this happens, so it's like, okay, I'm back to covering my ass again. And this is what, because anybody, like, because, like, if I was dealing with anyone else, they're called accidents for a reason. These things happen, and it's not anybody's fault. I know, but I'm just talking about, like, me being in court. Like, I don't fault the woman or anything. I'm just talking about, I'm mad that I have to come live about a whole accident. Because, like, to be honest, like, let's say, like, I was going through this with the paramedic, I wouldn't even have to come live. Like, you know what I mean? Speaking of the paramedic, I texted him, and he's about to be here, and he's working. See, because he wants to take an extended break so he can see about me. So that's good. But yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if I was in this situation with anybody else, I wouldn't have to worry about, covering my ass or forwarding insurance information to cover my ass legally because I have some ape on my back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this has been stupid, but I am happy and I'm blessed that the guardian is seeing shit for how it is. And even with this, like, yeah, I'm taking care of it and everything, but it's annoying. Like, it's really annoying. Like, but because if I was like, if I had had a child with anybody else, I wouldn't be going through this. I would, because a lot of men don't. This shit that my ex did. This is not how men operate, or at least normal, healthy men. And I know that now, though, and that's a lesson I needed to learn. That's a lesson I needed to learn. You know what I mean? Like, because healthy men don't operate this way at all. Like, at all. Like, I'm gonna bring a whole case. I'm gonna withhold the baby. I'm gonna do all this shit. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. It's like, that's stressful. I mean, I know how to handle myself. I know how to cover myself, but that's annoying. And that does nothing but just prolong bullshit, like how it has. And even though I know these days are coming to an end and I'm grateful, and yes, things are working in my favor, so I can't even be mad about that. It doesn't change the fact that I'm annoyed that I mean, fuck. I got into a whole accident, and yeah, I have the paperwork to prove it. And like, I didn't have to forward that paperwork to like an attorney. Like, you know what I mean? I don't see why an accidental fender bender would affect your case at all. It shouldn't, and it won't. But the problem is my ex has tried to like use, I don't know how far you are, JD. And honestly, JD, honey, I don't see you often in my chat, so I don't really know who you are. I see my regulars here, so I don't know where you're coming from or whatever. I pray you're not trying to throw the chat off with some bullshit. I'm just going to trust that you aren't. It shouldn't, and it won't. But the fact that I'm annoyed at the fact I've been on my channel, like covering my back with the case like this whole time, right? So it's been annoying, and especially when I've been trying to close a chapter. There is a whole backstory here. Yeah. I don't know. And I don't have time. I'm just gonna hope and pray that people are cool. I'm usually just listening. Safety is what matters. Thank God no one was hurt. Period. You know what I mean? Period. And insurance cover. I mean, because it could be so much worse. It could be so much worse. And like, I'm grateful for that. But this is why insurance happens. And like, anybody who has AAA knows they're like legit. They're pretty cool. They come pretty fast. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. I just wanted to make this live. I'm probably gonna just get up off here because honestly, like, I can just chill and like be with my boo and everything. Tomorrow I have to get on the phone with AAA, and then my dad's gonna talk to the insurance. Luckily, I'm still covered under my dad. I'm so fucking. This is crazy because like, you know how my dad gave me the car and everything, and he's getting ready to move, and like my name's about to be on the house like next month. Like, this is crazy shit. Like, I guess sometimes things are always like working out, because this is wild. My name's about to be on the house. My dad said once he moved, he would be down to switch the title of the car to me and everything. And I had just told my dad, I literally just told him like a couple weeks ago, I was like, you don't have to worry about covering me under your insurance. I got it. And I was going to start shopping around for car insurance. I was literally going to start shopping around and price checking. But, because I was like, you don't have to worry about it. I can just go and get my own. And which I can. And I was like, yeah, you could probably take me off. And my dad was like, no, I don't want to take you off until you get your own. And I was like, you could take me off. Literally, this happened a couple weeks ago. And here it is. Still insured. Because that's crazy. Because I could have been not insured, being in between plans, So I'm still covered. Thank God. But, bruh. And I've never even been in an accident before. So I thank God for everything. And honestly, I hope, the Lord covers that lady too. Because, I mean, she's probably shook as fuck. She probably thinking I'm about to, like, light her shit up. No, I was scared too, the fuck. Like, I was scared as fuck. Like, I just didn't want her to be a man with a gun. I was like, great. This is going to be interesting. But everything ended up being okay. I'll let you guys know what I end up doing about a rental or whatever. I'm mainly just doing this live just to, like, cover my ass or whatever for my case and everything. Just in case my ex wants to say something. Because I just don't like the fact that this happened on the way to get my child. And that could be weaponized against me if I don't, be proactive about it. And that's what concerns me. I'm glad the paramedic is coming to check on you. My man, period. Everyone is safe. The car will be taken care of. And she's insured and the lady isn't in custody. Yeah, win, period. Period. But I'm excited to see my baby. And, it's good to, to have that. And like, he's so sweet. He wants to take an extended break and everything to see about me. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that happen. I'm gonna just like decompress or whatever. But I love you guys too, okay? And I appreciate y'all too. And I value you guys, and I think y'all are awesome. And one day, hopefully, we will finally get to that chapter that I've been trying to close, to where I don't have to come on here and fucking defend myself every fucking 10 seconds. Just because it served me, it served my, my purpose or whatever. But I'm just so tired. We know, relax and rest. Yeah. It's just been so annoying dealing with this fucking case. It's like, Jesus. Every time anything happens, I have to fucking come on here and talk to y'all about it. It's annoying. It served my purpose, but it's like, fuck. Because any other man, you know what I mean? Like the paramedic, like, oh, okay. Like, he's literally at work. And then when he saw my text and everything, he's like, okay, baby, I'm going to take an extended break and I'll see you tonight. Like, do you need anything? Like, do we need to go anywhere? Did I not? Like, and that's beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? And then my dad told me, not to be upset. He's like very proud of how I handled everything. He says, you did everything right. He's like, there's no issue. He's like, the biggest thing might be the ball point something in the car, or this is just a computer system thing, and the computer system in the car needs to be reset because the car does lock itself whenever, because it has an anti-theft system, and it also has a anti-collision system. So if the car is like in an accident or something, it automatically locks itself and just, so if anything, that just needs to be reset or something, which those are minor repairs or whatever, and they shouldn't even really be that expensive. You know what I mean? So that's good. Ball joint, maybe. Yeah, the ball joint. Yeah, possibly. But yeah. I mean, I thank God that the fucking airbag didn't fucking blow up on my ass, but it wasn't even that deep, right? Like, because I did brake hard as fuck. Like, I honked and I broke hard as fuck. Like, because I that's one thing about me, because I drive like a little grandma. I sit on the wheel because I'm short as fuck. That's why I need a tiny car. Like, low key, I should probably just drive like a fucking Beetle or some shit. Like, y'all remember the Beetles from back in the day? I always thought that those were like so cute. I had always wanted a Beetle, and then when I finally got introduced to the Nissan, I fell in love. I love the Nissan Sentra, and I love the Versa. Low key, I would love me like a little Nissan Versa. Like low key, like little Nissan is my dream car. Like, that's my shit. But yeah, I'm gonna like take it easy or whatever. But yeah, just another day in my life. I'll keep you guys updated and I'll let y'all know when I go get Puppy, my little puppy. I was so eager to show him his stuff, but I know I'll show it to him soon or whatever. And see, this is the thing too, because you guys know with shared custody, even though we'll be out of court or whatever, whenever this order is submitted by the guardian, with shared custody, I'ma still have to be on my shit. Because technically it could just reset, like, us back to square one. And even though that's a good thing for me, because it just shows that I was right, you know what I mean? And, I've been doing the right things for me and Puppy, but like, you know what I mean? But on another note, with that and everything, I gotta just keep an eye out, you know what I mean? Because in case other bullshit is just so annoying. Like, normal women don't have to deal with this at all. Like, you know what I mean? So be careful who you have with. But I love you guys, and thank y'all for listening, and thank y'all for being here for me. And I can't wait to see the paramedic and just unwind. And I'll keep y'all updated. I'll probably check in tomorrow after I talk to AAA and all them. So I love you guys. Mwah.